just coming on here quickly because I'm ready early. I'm Claire Louise Hay, using tarot to help you do the inner work, heal yourself and create the life that you truly want to live. This is Psychic Café Live. If you would like a card pulling, if you would like a reading from me, you can use Super Chat or Super Sticker. Say hello. You'll need to be a subscriber to my channel for at least a minute in order to be able to join in the group chat, in the chat thing there. Group chat. I've just got it on my mind because I spent the last half hour trying to figure out how to make a Facebook group. My Facebook group, Psychic Café Club. We're doing the portal challenge and it started today, and in half an hour I'm going to do the first live Q&A for day one. And I wanted to create a group chat to remind everyone when it is. And I spent the last half hour looking through Facebook, asking ChatGPT, Googling it, following all the instructions. I click chat and there's nothing in there, there's just a blank page. Hey, Adept. I could not find it. Hey, Angela May. I could not find it. And then eventually I could click Google. This is the problem with AI, right? Because you get a load of misinformation. I clicked Google in the end, and then I scrolled down to a Facebook post and I clicked on that and it said, this function is being withdrawn out of the system. It's like, that's why I can't find it. It doesn't exist anymore. So that was half an hour lost that I'll never get back. But yeah, I'm ready early, so I thought I'd come live here first. So if anyone isn't doing the Psychic Portal Challenge with us, go sign up. BeHealing.com. Oh, I just put it in there. There you go, BeHealing.com/portal. There's still time to sign up. We've already started day one. Have you done it, ladies? Have you done day one or that, Angela? My card is a change in the wind, and I'm feeling the big change. I mean, I've been feeling it for a while that a big change is coming. It's your birthday. Wow, happy birthday. Woo! Angela May, cool. Dare we ask? We're not meant to ask ladies, are we? How old we are, but why not? Why the hell not? There's nothing wrong with us getting older. Let's get some cards out for the collective. Cool, Angela May. That's a fortuitous timing. 63. You couldn't find where? You haven't done day one. Did you get the email? You should have got the email with the first class in it. There's a post in Psychic Café Club for day one, but when I was scrolling through Psychic Café Club, I couldn't see it. To post the card, yeah, I couldn't see it, so I've pinned it to the top now. Just this morning, about 45 minutes ago, I pinned it to the top because I couldn't find it either. The link could not click. Oh, really? Let me just check that. Thanks for letting me know. Let me just check it on the fly right now, because of course we want it working. Because everyone's starting, right? Here's the post. It's pinned now. Here's the link to day one. Let me just click it and see if it takes me there. Yes, it takes me there. So I'm going to give it to you right now here. There you go. That's the day one. Now, I did actually change the links to the classes yesterday, because there was like a whole load of numbers and it was all really confusing, and so now it's like portal/1, portal/2, portal/3 to make it easier. But yeah, old links that I've posted might not work. Where did you click from? Did you click from the workbook? Is there a link in the workbook? I don't know. Let me just check that. Portal, Psychic Portal workbook, day one. No, there isn't a link in there. That's good, because that link wouldn't have worked. But yeah, everything else should work now. So there you go. That's class one. Cool. That's good. Fixing issues on the fly. But yeah, that post. Do you want the link to the post as well? Because I just found the post. It's so, Facebook is, and algorithms, it is so annoying. Link, how do I find the link to it? What Why can't they just make it so it's a system that we can actually use? You know, you click on post, you click on the three dots in the corner, and usually you can find the link to it. No. Not this time. Can I send it? Will it give me the link if I send? No. More share options. No, you see, it just wants to share it within Facebook. Facebook, why are you so unusable? Why? There's no way to find a link to it. Here, maybe I can do it like this. The post. The post for day one. That might work, but you never know, right? You never know. You never know with Facebook. They just seem to have broken it, don't they? Oh, let's put this here. Sorry. They just seem to have broken it, don't they? I mean, it used to be a usable system. I mean, it was never brilliant and bug-free, but they weren't intending to break it. And then now they intend to break it. Facebook is not for users. We are the product. We are like this. It's like it's now a pen for sheep, and we're the sheep. You know, we are the what it's using, and so they don't care whether we can use it or not. In fact, all the better if we can't use it and we're fumbling around and looking at and having to spend half an hour on Facebook trying to find something. They get more revenue that way. So they really don't care. They've broken it. It's only about making money for them. No. Sucks. It's just, you know, the whole world just seems to have gone crazy. Everything about money instead of, like, if you think of all the resources that we've got, the technology, the minds, the stuff, they could make an incredible system that would be so useful for everybody. It would be great for people. But they don't want to do that. Right? And it's not just Facebook, it's everywhere. That's everywhere. We could have like amazing things. Like if you just think about like fridges, right? Now they make them to break. It's like that everywhere. Like we could make things so that the world would be incredible right now. Right now, incredible for every single person here. But we don't do that. Because we're all trying to cash in. Well, I do that, but we have the page of, I can't see, page of, does that say candles? Yes. The page of candles, I guess I better put the light on. The page of candles out first. Page of candles is like exciting news, something coming in. I don't like the light being on, it's too bright. Too much. So we need a shift, don't we? We need a shift now for well-being of everybody. Of like community care, and our community being the whole human race. No, the whole planet. Everyone and everything. And if we come from that place, which is a very feminine point of view, then everything would be great. Well, not everything would be great. You know, we'd still have challenges and stuff like that. I was reminded this morning, and I'm going to talk on it in the other live instead. It's a bit clear. And next we've got the 10 of good cheer, the happily ever after. Exciting news about our happily ever after. Now, I'll touch on it a little bit in here. Yeah, I've been getting messages from Spirit, from Source, from my guides, of we're in like a desert at the moment. We're in a dry spot, you know. Law of attraction teachers have led us to believe that, and the way like capitalism and everything has been set up, that we should always be in summertime, always receiving, constantly getting better and better, going up, you know, constant growth, constant receiving, and all of that kind of thing. That's not what life is. Life is seasons, and it's like this, and it's for our growth. And when we believe, when we're going through a dry patch, through a desert patch, through stagnancy, when we believe that there's something wrong with that, or it's a punishment, or there's something wrong with us, we're getting it completely wrong. Because we always get something out of that, right? There is always a gift to everything that we go through, whether it's a dry patch or not, whether it's a stagnancy or not. So abundance isn't just when we're receiving. The abundance is in the lack of abundance too, right? Because then we're getting what we need too. There's development that comes out of that. And if we're not recognizing that, if we only recognize when the gifts come, and we think, oh yeah, now I'm connected when I'm receiving stuff and I'm not connected the rest of the time, it's just not true, is it? And like, we know that, really. We've got a lot of evidence for that. Because when do we feel most connected? When we're doing nothing, right? That is direct evidence that that's true. Because otherwise, if it was like it's always meant to be summertime, then we'd feel most connected when we're doing a load of things. But we don't. We feel most connected when we are doing nothing, thinking nothing, doing nothing. So how can there be something wrong with these dry patches? There's not. Anyway, the guys, they were telling me, like, we're going through a collective dry patch at the moment, but it's for very good reason, right? This is when people wake up. This is when people will look at their lives, will reassess. We don't reassess and we don't look at the problems that there are until we've actually got a problem. And then we go, oh yeah, it's not working anymore. Oh yeah, and it really wasn't a very good system at all, you know? There's a lot that's coming out of this. And so that was the message. Next we've got the Seven of Gifts. The Seven of Gifts is about investing, what we invest in. And I also got a message that I don't need to do so much either. I don't need to prove myself. I don't need to do so much. Like, I'm good anyway. Too many challenges through life. I know, it's full of challenge, right? But we took on more challenges than most. You know that, right? We took on more challenges than most for a very good reason. Yeah, so that we would have learned even more than most people, and so that we've got this bigger picture, yes, able to help people, sure, but also a lot of inner work done so that we can hold a certain vibration. I was given the gift 2 days ago in the night of having an experience of my grandparents. Here's the story. Alcoholic friend across the road passed away a few days ago, and he reminded me of my grandpa, because he was also an alcoholic, but it was a similar kind of archetype, you know, that happy, friendly alcoholic that everyone loved. He was very much that. He died when I was a teenager. I don't really remember that much, but that was the impression that I got of him as a child, and what other people said too. And so it just kind of reminded me, after he passed, it reminded me of my grandpa. And so I tuned into my grandpa. And I was given an experience of what it was like to be my grandpa. Not like physically going through life or anything like that, but how he felt and what his mind was like. And it was a shock to me. It was a real shock to me because it was so heavy. Now, my guides have had me working on closing portals in my mind. Portals like thought, like drains. So imagine you've got your energy system, which is like a donut. And there's stuff in that, right? It can be crumpled in at certain points, or there can be like bits and smokiness and all kinds of things going on, right? And so I see this when I'm doing energy healings, but they showed me that there's these portals like drains, you know, like you see water going down a drain and it spins around like that. And so I've seen it as like a thing in the energy system before, but when they had me look closer to it, they're like it's a portal, and it's a negative thought portal. And we have these, right? And so I've got some about men. I've got one about, I said some then, so there must be true. There must be more than one. I've got one about money. I can't think of any others that I've got, right? I've cleared a lot of them up already. But what happens is when you go down that thought portal, you're out. Like, it's like your energy field gets sucked out to another dimension now, which of course is the worst dimension. one that you don't want to be in, right? Because it's got all that negativity in it. So they said, like, they taught me a way to close up these portals, and it's like submarine doors, you know, with the those like handle, you know, steering wheel lock things. It's like that, and an anti-clockwise turn of it 3 times to close it. So they must be spinning clockwise, right? So 3 times, just 3 times to close them up. It's not that they don't open up again, but it gives me space. Each time I do that, it gives me space to not have that anyway. So that's like a preamble to my grandpa experience, my granddad. I experienced what it was like to be him. He had a load of them, like so many of them. It was so heavy. It was a really experience to have an experience of how he experienced life, like within his being. Ooh, it's heavy. And then my grandma, same heaviness, and I'm like, whoa. And they're like, this is what you've inherited. It's like, wow. And they were saying, like, my mum's got a lot of them too, not as many as my grandparents did, so she's cleared some of them up. I cleared a load of them up. Most of them up. I've got a couple left, right? And it's like, oh, cool, I want to get rid of these now, and so that's what I'm working on. And so that gave me hope, and that gave me a lot of compassion for my family as well. It's like, that's got to be so hard, right? To live with that amount of portals. You've probably got quite a few as well, Angela May, I'm feeling. So close those portals up, right? And every time you feel yourself going down one, so you're starting thinking along those lines again, that trap that you get into, whatever it is that you complain about, imagine it as like a little drain thing that's the water's going down clockwise, and turn it 3 times anti-clockwise to close it. So you can just like imagine it in your mind's eye, closing it 3 times anti-clockwise. And of course the intention is more than anything, right? And that just makes it slightly easier than just trying to pull yourself away from thinking the negative things, right? It gives it like a kind of ritual to do, to kind of seal it in place. They do open up again, but it gets lesser. And now I notice, like, you know, the algorithm is completely attuned, right, to our negative portals. It's trying to bring us into them. And so now I'm noticing when I catch myself, like if I look at Facebook and there's a crappy post that I get drawn into, like about men or whatever, I recognize it. I'm recognizing it more quickly now. It's like, oh, that's taking me straight down that portal. I want to close it up. We've got all that glitters isn't gold, right? What I'm getting from this is I too have been confused by society and thought that life is about something else than it actually is. I have I've been judging myself based on money, as if life is about getting money and collecting money, and as if life is about survival. That's what we mean really when we're talking about money, right? Survival, or nice things, or showing that you're better than someone else because you've got more of it than, you know, because we're all competing against each other. It's really sick when you think about it. But I fell into that mindset of judging myself about it, you know, and I'm doing well in not just in life but in myself and in my spiritual pursuits and in growing in who I am if the money is flowing. My guides are like, that's not true. That's not true. It's not all about money. It never was about money. That is the big, you know, the veil. I'm going to have to go soon because we want to do the day 1 live. I just always seem to have a frog in my throat lately. Not just in mornings, all the time. Releasing expectations. So we've got certain expectations of how our life should be. Adding in that whole desert time that we're going through at the moment for very good reason. Releasing expectations of what life should be. Shouldn't just be summer and receiving all the time. only the highest possibilities come to me, to come to be. It's so dark in here. Only the highest possibilities come to be, whether I envision them or not. And healing heartbreak. So we've got to heal ourselves at the moment. My heart will love again. We're moving into the heart now and away from the head. We're moving into a heart paradigm now. And so healing our hearts is very important. But yeah, releasing expectations. Why? Because healing our heart is about healing the way that we are judging ourselves, right? Let's stop doing that to ourselves. The reading, the love reading, did you both watch that? For this week ahead, it's like, stop gaslighting yourself, stop blaming yourself for what is available, what isn't available, who's coming to you, who's loving you, who's not loving you. Just stop blaming yourself for all of that. Stop gaslighting yourself for it. You know, everyone's projecting on us. All the guys are projecting on the women. You know, it's like, I've got a problem, it must be women's fault. And the women are projecting on the men. We've got problems, it must be the man's fault. And it's like victimhood mentality. That's been huge. This is my third step of my inner child healing stuff. Victimhood mentality, which was why I've gone down that path of seeing and feeling what the experience was like for my grandparents. It's like this running victim mentality, and I just see it everywhere since I've been tuning into it the last few days. I just see it everywhere. Projection, I see it everywhere within me, I see it everywhere within everyone else, and all of this projection is like, and all of this blame game, and it's a victimhood mentality that shouldn't be there. I mean, it's just not true. It's just not true. We are always supported, and that doesn't mean constant summer, constant money, constant like 3D stuff. It doesn't mean that. But we're all supported by Source, right? And if we can just relax into that and trust, then everything's good. Everything's good. And we don't have to struggle to try and get it. We don't have to make life about money and then judge ourselves based on that. We see the bigger picture. See these cycles that we're going through personally and as a collective. I know that this is how we learn. And take a step back and look at it, you know. I've had the lesson over and over and over again. Like in the last 25 years of my business, it happens so many times. And I think both of you have seen it too. Me going through this where it's like, I'm told it's the end of the business. And the guys say, that's it. No, you're moving on to something else now. And it's like, I've got to quit be healing. I feel like it is who I am. Right? And I've had to quit it, thinking that it's going to be completely gone. And then with like a couple of months later, I'm getting all of this inspiration to start something new, but I needed to let go of it. And so taking an even higher perspective of that, it's like, why do I keep on going through these cycles? Well, it's because I failed to see that it is not me. My business is not me. I'm much more than that. I don't need to be working so much. I don't need to be like proving myself through my business, right? And it's not about making money. Like business is kind of about making money, but like it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It should be about much higher things than that. So yeah, it's like I'm finally learning the lesson that goes above the smaller lesson of going through those repeat cycles of having to let go and crash in a way in my business for it to be reborn again as something else, and then me pouring too much of myself into it again and making myself be all about that. Yeah, so going with the flow is the message for today. Anyway, let's get into the Facebook group. I need to get out of here because I need to do the setup of that. I'll see you in the Facebook group very shortly for day 1. Come and join us there. Bye. Thank you for coming along.